Hello, guys. Um, Almost done another week. I'm so glad. I don't know about you. I'm just hoping that at some point we get somewhere that we can go back to school. Because I don't know about you, but I'm tired of being home. So get outside. I know it's windy today, but the sun's shining. So get some sunshine in your life and get out of the walls of the inside of your house a little bit. It'll help. Um, I know it's been helping us. So we left off with how Chase actually found the Medal of Honor, and he was actually going to. We think he might be honest and take it back and give it to Mr. Solway. So we're going to have to see what happened. And remember, he found it on the roof, and his mom was yelling at him. He almost fell again, but we figured out where he had the picture of the vision of the little girl with the blue dress. It was a picture in the neighbor's house. Okay, next chapter is in Joel's point of view. All right. My black eye doesn't hurt anymore, although I look like I lost a game of chicken with an Amtrak train. Appearance-wise, the healing process might be worse than the bruise itself. It's when the swelling starts to go down that the new colors sprout up amid the black and blue. Purples and greens and yellows. Every time I catch my reflection, there's a whole different palette in the piece of modern art on my face. I saw a little bit of orange yesterday. I'm the only one in my family who finds the changing colors around my eye sockets so intriguing. In a weird way, it's easier on me. If I'm sick of looking at myself, all I have to do is stay away from mirrors. My parents don't have that option. When they see my black eye in any of its stages of evolution, they're stricken with guilt. Maybe it was the wrong decision to bring you home, my father reflects sadly. Of course it wasn't wrong, I try to assure them. I hated Melton. But aren't you afraid that, my mother lets out a short, wheezing sob, it might start up again? Afraid? Sure I am. When Chase, Aaron, and Bear were all over me last year, it was painful, humiliating, and downright scary. If you can't take a ride, if you can't even ride your bike without a lacrosse stick sailing out of nowhere and sending you flying, life becomes impossible. You know it's not your fault. You know the guys are idiots, and yet you can't help but thinking you somehow deserve it, that you might just be a teeny bit less worthy than anybody else. After all, how come no one is picking on any of them? But as worried as I am about all that, I think what bothers me the most is how wrong I was about Chase. I honestly believe he changed. I was even starting to like the guy. It goes to show how mistaken a person can really be. My parents' reaction is bad enough. My sister's is off the chain. Every change in the bruised topography of my face launches her into a new revenge fantasy about what she would do to Chase if I were in the change of the world. If I were in Mrs. Jones today is having issues reading. If I was in charge of the world. Some of those are brutal and in some cases downright gross that I have to cut her off. Come on, Shash, I exclaim as the two of us head for Brendan's house on a Sunday morning. Listen to yourself. Like you'd ever put another human being through a wood chopper? I never said another human being. I said alpha rat. And if you were paying attention, I said I'd feed him in feet first. That way he gets to watch while his whole lower body... Enough, I interrupt. You wouldn't do that. Nobody would do that. The Spanish Inquisition didn't do that. Only because the wood chopper hadn't been invented yet, she says to me. Anyway, I sigh anxiously to change the subject. I wonder what Brendan wants. What do you think? She snarls, in still a bad mood. He has another stupid idea for a YouTube video, and we're the cast and crew. The text said that it's not, I reminded her. It better not be, otherwise Brendan's going in the wood chopper. That's my sister. No problem's ever too small that she can't overreact to it. We start up the Espinosa's front walk and come face to face with Kimberly. Oh, hi guys! She gives me a long, hard look. Your eye is, better? She adds dubiously. I'm okay, I said quickly. I don't want Shash to nominate any more candidates for the woodchopper. You also got the text? My sister asked Kimberly. She nods. And Chase is coming too. What? Chase? Shash grabs my arms and starts dragging me down the walk. Brendan explodes out the front door and runs up to us. Where are you going? Chase Ambrose isn't coming anywhere near me or my brother, Shash seethes. That's why I invited you. Chase is innocent. She keeps pulling me along. Well, not totally innocent, Brendan pleads. But he didn't hit Joel on purpose. He was just as blindsided as we were. I've got proof. What proof, I ask. One-man band, he explains. The video survived, and it proves that Chase was trying to stop Aaron and Bear. We're going home, Shash insists. You go home, I tell her. I'm staying. Here, she demands, with that guy coming over? This time, I didn't let her push me around. I want to know what happened. I have to see it for myself. And she stays too, probably because she thinks I need protection. A lot of guys would be embarrassed about that, but I'm at least a little bit grateful. At any minute, Chase is going to walk in Brendan's front door, and I can't predict how I'm going to feel about it. I've even seen him around school here and there. Still, this would be the first time since the fire extinguisher incident that we'll be in the same room together. We establish ourselves in the living room couch, and Brendan sets up the computer on the coffee table. I transferred this from one of the flip cams, he explains. I brought it home to shoot something else, and this was on it. He puts out some snacks, and we're all settled in waiting for Chase. 20 minutes go by. Then we're up to a half an hour. Kimberly's impatient, mostly because Chase is the only reason she's there. Where is he? Brendan texts again. No answer. Well, what did you expect? Shash scoffs. He did say he was coming, Brendan insists. We know where he's headed. They don't know where he's headed. How do you think when they see this video, how do you think that they're going to react to the fact that Chase actually is innocent? I mean, he's guilty for not telling the truth to the principal, but he is innocent that he did not hurt Joel on purpose. So we're going to have to try to kind of figure it out and see what's going on. I do miss the conversations that you guys have at the end of this book, and I feel so silly just saying questions. And I know sometimes you guys answer them, and you don't have to answer them. I want you I ask questions just to make you think about some things. But this is the one time of the day that, of course, I love being with you all day and being silly and in the hallways and all that kind of stuff and teaching you, of course. But this conversation with the read aloud, I really, really enjoy. So overall, I'm really missing you guys. And this is one of my favorite times of the day that is really a struggle for me, because this is when I really miss you. All right. I will see you tomorrow, and have a good day. Talk to you later.